Hey, family, welcome to the Hub. So, today I really wanted to take a beat and really talk about our emotions. And what I realize is that in order to have your best relationship ever, you have to take a handle on your emotions. And, for me, I realize as a woman, they say that PMS isn't real. That's a lie. That is a whole lie because I know my period is coming, and I took my daughter to the doctor yesterday, and they saw something that was a little abnormal, and then they called it the C word. And you think I would have passed out. I'm like, oh, baby, no, it's fine. And I'm a praying woman and all the things, and I'm seeking not to be anxious, but literally that thing has gotten under my skin. I'm like, how could these people announce such a big deal without any testing or anything else? Now, we're going to follow up and all the things, but how important it is to just take the time to handle my emotions. So today I've been real low energy, real low vibe. And I realize when you're in a relationship, your spouse, your significant other can create space to support you if they have it to give. Now, my husband, he has a procedure tomorrow, and homeboy is already feeling a little apprehensive about this procedure. It's a surgery. So, between me and my emotions and my feelings, and my husband and his surgery, today is not the day. But here's what I know, being able to call it out, being able to share vulnerably how I feel and what I'm going through, but still go to the supermarket with my husband to get what he needs for his recovery and all that good stuff, right? To be able to still ask him, what does he need to feel okay for tomorrow, even though I'm feeling low. A part of relationship and emotions is being selfless and recognizing, but number two, being able to communicate it. So one is your awareness of your emotions, and number two is really taking the time to listen without interrupting, even if you're going through your own stuff. Still being there for the person that you care for, or saying, you know what, babe, time out. I'm tapped out. I need a moment. I need a nap. I need some time alone. It's got nothing to do with you. And being able to have those honest emotions, but conveying them in a way that's not disrespectful and still filled with love. Yeah, yeah. And the third is empathy. So being empathetic to the fact that even though I may feel low because of yesterday's conversation and my own internal biological things going on, that my husband is going through something. And as his wife, as someone who cares about him, I'm going to take a moment to say, I got you in spite of. So, my question to you is, what do you do to manage your emotions? Whether it's sadness, anger, tiredness, jealousy, feeling of rejected. Like, what do you do to deal with your emotions? And how do you choose not to respond immediately? I was on the phone with a girlfriend today, and her ex sent her a text, and she was like, well, how should I respond? Now, for me, y'all ain't got kids together, and this is your ex. Like, there's no reason. You do not owe this person anything more, right? Especially if it's just them bringing up the past. You've moved on, sis. But the advice I gave was, thanks for sharing, right? So you're not saying, well, the reason why, because we could very easily put our fingers out and our heads out, all the things, right? We could easily do those things. But ma'am, we have to start to think about what deserves our emotions, what deserves our reactions. And if it doesn't deserve it, just keep it moving. For some of you, you're dealing with elderly parents, aging parents. For some of you, you're dealing with kids going off to college. For some of you, you're dealing with puppies. We're all dealing with stuff, dealing with community work. What deserves your attention? What deserves your emotions? So I invite you to start seeing your challenges as an opportunity to learn about yourself and to get closer. I just spoke to someone who was exiting the Real Love Network after maybe about 2.5 years. And she said one of the biggest things that she has learned is how much she wasn't standing in her own light, right? That was it. Standing in her own light. She learned vulnerability. She learned how to live her life in spite of having to take care of her elderly parent, having to have a demanding job in a urban city, having to navigate the single streets. She learned how to sit with what's good for her. And sometimes we have to be selfish, ladies, because if you continue to live your life on someone else's terms, just because you're afraid of their reaction or their emotions, when do you actually get to free you? Feel like that's where that cage bird is singing, and it's time to let you free. I invite you to take a moment now to think about when was the last time your emotions were on 10, and who did you express them to, and why, and how did you calm back down? And how do you relate to folks, and who do you not need to be relating with? Those others, the naysayers, the people who have everything to say about what you're not doing in your life and why you're not doing it right. I believe in respecting your elders, but sometimes you don't have to answer every call. All right, that's my PSA for today. So excited that y'all tuned in to another episode of the Coach Cass Show. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'm at Inspire Many. We have a free masterclass coming up called How to Date as an Introvert. So go to wantedwoman.com/masterclass to grab your seat today. All right, much love, many blessings. Bye.